So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our partners and guests from around the world. My name is Shauna Ballas. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I am an LA under the mentorship of Karen Henry. With all the excitement and buzz in the air happening in Opulence Global, we're happy that you took the opportunity to experience this night tonight when we roll out our new Fountain of Life website and the premiere screening of our newest offering of Divine. Make sure you've got your notebooks ready because these tools will be invaluable for your marketing efforts. But please, first, let me take the pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for tonight. With a vision to create world-class products, Sanaz Human leads the unique opportunity to unleash Opulence Global's partners' full potentials en route to living their opulent life. She is a product of the product and leads by example as she encourages all partners to embrace the brand of Opulence Global. Sanaz, our Senior Vice President, is an accomplished professional in the direct selling industry with over 20 years of experience. Her journey began as a distributor. For nearly 2 decades, she has held various corporate executive positions within the company of Opulence Global. Throughout her career, Sanaz has played a crucial role in shaping the company's growth from its humble beginnings. Not only has she achieved remarkable success as a distributor, becoming the first recipient of the prestigious President's Cup, she has also been a recipient of multiple awards in the direct sales field. With a strong vision of inclusivity, she dedicates herself to overseeing overseas distribution and international manufacturing negotiations at Opulence Global. Sanaz's talent extends beyond the network marketing industry. Her designs with Viva International have been recognized by luxury designers and magazines, and even featured in the esteemed publications of Oprah Winfrey's Women of Wealth magazine. However, Sanaz's focus is not solely on her personal achievements. Her ultimate goal is to ensure that every member of the company feels supported and empowered. She takes pride in mentoring entrepreneurs from over 100 countries, helping them to create 6- and 7-figure incomes. Above all, Sanaz finds immense satisfaction in impacting the lives of fellow entrepreneurs through their work. Her dedication to the industry and compassion for others exemplifies her incredible journey in the network marketing and corporate world. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Senior Vice President, Sanaz Human.
Wow. Thank you so much. As you're reading my bio, I'm just going down memory lane, being the first President's Cup winner, all the accomplishments, all the fashion, everywhere we've been, where we're going. I mean, it is just amazing, to kind of go down that memory lane. And you are just amazing. You're such a phenomenal host. I'm so happy that I have you. I mean, every week we have a great host. We just had Rebecca, but you are just amazing. And, you're just taking your time and, doing your thing. And I'm like, she's so graceful. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well,
So
it's wonderful that you can constantly hear what people are saying about you.
Well,
Every
I think
week,
it's also edification is also the way that people know you and the people get to know you, right? The way I've got to know you and the way that you edify people. I think it just also comes from the heart. Like Rebecca last week when she was edifying me, you knew it came from the heart. She's known me for like a gajillion years. I mean, I'm only 1999 plus tax, but still. But the way that she speaks, it's a lot of history, right? And of course I love her, and we have so many amazing people. And one of the key things for me that I love about you and what you're stepping up for, which is also a pointer for everyone, consistency. If I can start this call, a lot of people say, how do you become successful? And what is the secrets to success? First of all, there's no secret to success, but if there's one thing that I can tell every single person, a golden nugget for you to write down and to follow every single day, is consistency. You know, this is what I love about David. You know, David has been my compadre since we started this call. And even though he's not supposed to be on, he's on. How awesome is that? That is commitment. That is consistency. And you know, we never miss a call. We never make excuses. We're always here. And Shauna, since the day that you said, I'm putting on my hiking boots, girl, you put them on and you're showing up and you're dressing up, and I love it. That's exactly what success is all about. It's about not just saying you're going to do it, but doing it. And for those of you that are on this call, you know, that's a little pointer for you. You want success, you want freedom, you want financial freedom. That was one of the reasons why you joined this business. You want the opportunity. How you get there is consistency. Show up, dress up. The fact that you're all here on tonight's call, I want to congratulate you. I got something good for you, all of you, by the way. So yeah, congratulations, son. I'm really, really proud of you. And I look forward to seeing you rising up and becoming part of our 6-figure club first, and then going 7 figures and traveling the world and becoming that QT trainer and claim it. Say, I will.
I
Don't say
will. Oh, no,
I
I will. Count
Absolutely.
promised. He said, if you do it this time, I'm going to promise you.
Amazing, 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 amazing. All right, so I hope everyone is ready to get our call started. Hello, David. Good night to you. You are probably spiffing yourself up and getting ready behind, and I'm so glad that you are on with me tonight. I have a little special treat. And of course, for those of you who may not know David O is like a branch and an extension of me. He is my brain. He is my mentor when it comes to the science industry. He probably has, photographic memory and memorized all of the really, really cool things in the science textbooks and biology and chemistry. And when I first started in this business in the health sector in 2018, when we were bringing on our skincare and Fountain of Life, it was really, really important that we had someone that was amazing, someone that was knowledgeable, someone that understood the science industry, someone that understood the regulatory industry, someone that understood good manufacturing practice, someone that understood factories, consistency, someone that understood, what could be toxic to our immune system versus what's not. But then having a lot of integrity was really important for Ramin and I think. And this is really important. I want you guys, and I'm just kind of going into what I'm going to train on tonight. I think what's really, really important, there's a lot of companies out there that they do everything for profit. They could not care about you, and they could not care about your health. They care about them making money. And they put toxic chemicals in a lot of products. It should not be on the shelf. They use bottles and caps and pipettes that, pretty much can get moldy and can, not be done well. People are filling products in their garage and in their homes and calling it a home-based business and selling it to the public, which shouldn't be done. There's a lot of that kind of stuff happening. So when people claim to have amazing products, first of all, who's the company, who's behind it, what are they doing? And this is where David comes into play. And David has been instrumental since 2018 with us. He is the head of our regulatory. He makes sure that everything is created by science. Everything is created in a GMP factory. Everything is got the consistency. Everything has a certificate of analysis. We do toxicity tests. So David, are you there with me tonight?
Oh, yes, I am.
Danny's
Sorry.
on. Is Danny on with us
Hold it.
tonight
Oh, I
too?
forgot the video. Yes, I'm
That's
here.
there he
I'm
is.
here.
Yes.
Wow. Are you back from Mexico? Where have you been, girl?
I'm back in the city.
Hi,
The
Daniela.
craziest,
Well,
one of the
welcome
craziest
back. It's
cities
good
in
to
the
have you
world.
on our product call.
I am. It's just, I'm getting used to the new schedule. It's crazy, but I'm here.
Amazing. Well, welcome back, darling. It's great. I wasn't sure if someone had logged in under you, so I'm glad that you are on and you can take all the training to all of the really cool things we're about to do this year. A lot of good stuff is coming. So, David, first of all, I want to welcome you to our call tonight. First of all, let's talk a little bit about this efficacy because you taught me the importance of creating great products in a GMP factory. You taught me that, having raw materials combined are so instrumental. And you've been instrumental in kind of getting a lot of those products registered with us, looking at all the ingredients, doing patch testing. I mean, the list goes on and on. Talk to me a little bit about all of the really cool things that Opulence has done from get-go that really sets us apart from that consistency, from the efficacy, from the health and wellness of our customers, which is super important for us.
Well, there's a number of things that we started right from the beginning when I met up with you. When we started with the Fairy Flawless line of products, which I quite like, just from a formulator standpoint. I thought it was well done. I talked to the actual formulator. We discussed at length the vision of the company, the results, what to expect with with the product itself, why a regimen. A lot of times people don't really realize that there is a vision behind a regimen. It's just not a number of products they put out there. Hopefully, one of them will stick. There's a progression that came in mind, but also the proof. And what I mean by that is that we did things like an HRIPT, which is a human repeat insult patch test, which is it's a test that's done, and what they do is in a lab, they'll take a number of volunteers and they'll put a grid pattern on their back, and they sell each patch to a company, and for about I think it's 30 days they'll place their product on there, and they'll come back and they will analyze it. A dermatologist will analyze to see if there's any results. This is a long, arduous process. They want to make sure that the people are compliant. Of course, if there's something really uncomfortable, they're not going to use it. They'll say, get it off me. So we were successful in that. We were approved by a dermatologist. The other thing, we took it one step further. We wanted to see if the products actually work. And so we did electron microscopic testing on it. We took a look at the skin in a very different view, and we found out that. And then again, we interviewed the test subjects, and again, they were overwhelmingly in favor of the Fairy Flawless line, especially the Quad AG. They just loved it. So we knew at that point that this is a very high-end product. It wasn't just us saying it, it was a high-end product. And then we moved on to, the product Fountain of Life, as everyone knows quite well, I guess, on this call, hopefully. But, that was a long journey. It started, 20-something years ago with the doctor himself, who is a brilliant man. There's no doubt that he's brilliant as a scientist. I don't know. He had so much trouble because he's not really business focused, trying to get it on the market. He couldn't get it on the market. He couldn't find an avenue to bring it to its true potential. And I remember we were sitting there over lunch in a very nice restaurant in North York, and he was explaining to me that governments just do not believe that you can eat a spruce tree. And although he had evidence, he had so much evidence that said, you know what, there's something more to this product than what anyone realizes, that it has more power than anyone realizes. And yet, number one, he couldn't bring it to market. He had a very small R&D company. Number two, he said he couldn't find a company that really had the vision to bring it forward. And I asked him, why is he asking for a second company? He said, well, he said he needs some sort of a company that had the distribution capabilities to make it worthwhile, because this is a very expensive, arduous process. And I understood what he was saying at that point, that he need to partner up with the right company at that time. And I remember parting ways with them and saying, and I kept in touch. And we had many discussions. And when I had the opportunity and I met Sanaz and I met Ramin, I remember calling him and saying, this might be a better avenue. And the one thing that's magical about this whole thing is that it's not just advertising. It's in marketing, it is the face-to-face interaction that the members had. And that makes it unique. And because they're able to describe the product better, they're able to control the product better, and create expectations that hopefully are realistic. And he quite liked that idea. He liked that paradigm. And we moved forward. And has, as a result of that, back in, I think, 2017, 2018, it became a very important product. You know, it was instantaneous almost. But that didn't come out, it wasn't easy because there's a lot of things we had to do prior to getting on the market. And one thing, Health Canada was not convinced that you can ingest a spruce tree. I remember them coming back and saying, well, we don't get it. We don't understand. There's no predicate. There's no other company, they said, that have ever done this. And one thing about governments is that they don't like unique things. They like things that are copied from, they want to see something that's been done 50 times over. But when you introduce something unique, some unique model of something that they've never seen before, they have a lot of trouble with it. They had a lot of trouble with Fountain of Life because they said, we don't understand why anyone would want to do this. And we talked about its antioxidant products, powers. We talked about how Fountain of Life represented a replacement for lignans no longer in our diet. I don't even think they understood what we talked about at that point. Because lignans are something that, you know, no doctor ever tells their patient. They never say, have you had enough lignans? What they say, are you eating a balanced diet? What is your diet like? Are you eating enough, you know, antioxidants in your diet? But they'll never say, have you had enough lignans? And then as we started investigating this further, we found out that one of the big issues in our lives is that the average person takes in less than 1 milligram per day of lignans, and it should be 50 to 100 times that. But there wasn't a solid lignin source. And so all of a sudden, when we introduced Fountain of Life, the people who didn't realize it started taking it or ingesting it, and they're coming back to us with all these different stories. They're sharing anecdotes that were just shy of amazing. Some of it was very emotional. How it affected them, how they had chronic pain or chronic fatigue or chronic whatever, and all of a sudden their lives had changed.
David, I want to rewind a little bit because you said something that's so important. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because tonight I'm about to release a lot of great science data, attributes of what we've been able to do with Fountain of Life. And Fountain of Life was really challenging for us when we were going to register it. If you remember when we were getting our NPN1, and I'm going to talk about this tonight a little bit, so make sure you all take notes and pay attention. The difference between NPN1, NPN2, NPN3, why we started with NPN1, why we have NPN3 now. These are all important training tools. Again, we don't want you to become scientists or doctors. We just want you to be knowledgeable because, you know, there is people that will try to copy you, and people will try to copy us as a company. People will sometimes even claim that, you know, they have a similar product than us. And the reality is they don't. Because everything that we have is authentic and original. And anything else is basically an imitation or basically a knockoff version of what we have. So, you know, buyer's discretion of what you're going to put into your body, what you're going to put into your mouth, what you're going to put on your hair, and even jewelry. And the reason that a lot of you know, the large brands, they have copycats is because, and people buy the fake version is because they don't want to spend the money on the real stuff. But, you know, our quality is just so much better than anything that's out in the market, and there's nothing like it. So I want to talk about a couple of points tonight before I show you my little treat. So number one, I want to talk a little bit about when we started, like you heard David, when we sat down with our formulator. David, he had been banging his head against the wall for 20 years. He had this as a cosmetic product. And then he went ahead and he just couldn't get the product for anybody to invest and try to make this into, you know, a product that you could eat, because you had to spend a lot of money like we have. We had to do a lot of registration like we have. We had to be very patient with Health Canada, which we have. We had to do a lot of testing, which we have. And we were able to convince Health Canada, based on data, research, and science, that this product can be eaten, because we have the food grade and we have the product that you can actually eat. And there's a cosmetic version too, by the way. That is actually what we are using, by the way, in our skincare. So there is what I'm gonna call it the Fountain of Life extract cosmetic version, which is in our skincare, which is making you look healthy and youthful and beautiful. And then there is the FOL that we are eating. So very important. That's number one. Number two, we were able to convince Health Canada, based on data that we put together, that you could actually take advantage and see the result of pain going away topically, orally, hair growth, better skin, youthful skin, inflammation, diabetes, you know, I mean, you name it. Go on our Fountain of Life page and you can see all the testimonials. Fast forward, you know, the hundreds of thousands of bottles that we distributed in 200 countries and territories, we were able to resubmit to Health Canada a lot of our science, and to show them that, hey, listen, you know, we now have the backup for this ingredient. We have it, it's public. You know, these are our customers, these are our results, this is what it's doing for somebody with diabetes, this is what it's doing with someone with blood pressure, yada, 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 and so on and so forth. And Health Canada came back and said, your documentation is phenomenal, and check mark, you don't need a 2, you've gone up to a 3. Now, basically, you can share that. Now, what does it mean for you as a distributor? Not really much. It's just bragging rights, I guess, for you, just so that you know how much science, research, data goes into our product. You know, really, if you walk around and say, well, we have our NPN3, people are going to be like, what the hell is that? But if you tell them the benefits, like, oh, it's going to reduce down your inflammation, it's going to get rid of pain, it's going to, you know, make you lose weight, it's going to give you healthier gut, guess what? Your customer will understand. So focus on the benefits of what the product is doing. Okay. All right. So now that brings me up to my excitement. Are you guys ready? So my team has been working extremely hard at the office. I'm going to say all the little elves have been working at the office. And David has been working extremely hard behind the scenes to do a lot of really, really, really cool things for each and every single one of you. And we want to give you tools that is going to help you build your business. We want to give you tools that is going to help you grow your business. So I hope you guys are ready, because this has been in the works. By the way, I was supposed to also give you your divine video tonight. There's just too much to cover for FOL, number one. And number two, the divine video, we're actually adding a little bit more meat and potatoes to it. So it will be ready. Keep posted. Hopefully, fingers crossed, next week, because I'm going to Ottawa this week. I'm going to be there Saturday. Might be not, but if not, poster will go out. Okay. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Something that we have been sharing and working on is about enhancing and growing your business as usual. And so, as you all know, we've been doing tons of work on the Fountain of Life page. And now there is a brand new site that we are working on. And this is going to be released after the call. So have no fear. It's going to be ready tonight. Yes, this is the brand new high performance functional food, your ultimate defense against free radicals. Sorry, I know it's scrolling. It's going to be a little bit slow. So we have basically now revamped the FOL.1 website for all of you with a lot more scientific data, which is something that we've been working on. We've of course loaded it with videos. So if I click it, it's going to just slow down the call, but I want to just show you all this really cool stuff. So first of all, we really, bragging rights, our history. We're going to talk to you about our history. We're going to talk about the studies and research, lots of studies and research for all of you. We're going to talk to you about the benefits. We have a new blog that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be doing tons of stuff for you in the blog, testimonials and FAQs. So I hope you are ready because I am so ready. So first of all, oops, sorry, it's scrolling like super duper fast. Give me 1 second here. So first of all, we talk about the issues, the hidden dangers, and how modern living. Oh my God, this thing is going cuckoo today. Bear with me for 1 second. This is not the live website. So, and again, we are the only one. We talk about this again because some people are like, oh, is there another product like yours? And the answer is no, we are the only one. So as you can see here, the hidden dangers of how modern living is undermining our health. And so we talk a little bit about the free radicals and pollution. As you can see, we have updated our source of free radical and oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. And our icons are just cleaner, more modern, more update. This was an icon that many of you really, really liked when we first started, which was showing people the apple and what it basically does and the oxidative stress. So we are bringing it back on our website. And we're kind of showing our consumers, what a healthy cell looks like versus when it starts to deplete, what happens to our skin, what happens to our internal, what happens to our body. And this is, of course, the antioxidant is basically cancer prevention, which is a big thing that we are going to be talking a lot about more and more for you and your customers, because as we know, cancer is 1 in every 4 people are, diagnosed with cancer these days. And you want to neutralize all those free radicals. We've also done some new photography for all of you because Fountain of Life is the most powerful lignin antioxidant, and 30 drops a day to protect and preserve your well-being. As you can see, our marketing team and photography team has done an absolutely amazing job providing you a strong antioxidant supply to protect us against free radicals. Again, the website is doing a lot of the talking for you. It's showing the authentic brand, it's showing the quality of our bottles, it's showing our pipettes, just everything that we've been able to do in all these years, and then talking about the lignin advantage. We talked first of all about a lot of the diseases that are out in the world, and you guys can all thank David for all of the phenomenal write-up and help that he's been instrumental in putting it all together. Again, lignans, a lot of people don't understand lignin. So if someone really wants to read about what it is, then you know what, you can read about the lignans, you can read about the 30 years of studies that has shown to be proven that is less cancerous, about heart disease and all that kind of good stuff. So a lot of meat and potatoes. Now we have something really new that we've done for you. And I hope you guys love this chart. As you all know, we talked about our 1 milligram versus, the average intake for people versus 50 to 100. And of course, all of these studies have shown that by taking a lignin-rich diet, you are able to stay healthier and reduced by cancer, heart disease. Take a look at some of the products that we take so much of: tofu, broccoli, multigrain bread, sesame seed, flaxseed, and then look at FOL. Look at the value versus in that antioxidant value of lignans. And these are sort of the more visual graphic charts that now we're showing consumers. so that when you are out there, when you are sending this link to your customer, they are able to see it. And again, it's like a no-brainer. They're able to see what the product is doing. So take a look at it if you missed it the first time. Obviously, this runs a lot faster on the web. This is just a mock-up site that I'm just showing you. So there's tofu, there's broccoli, there's multi-grain bread, sesame seed, and then of course you got flaxseed, and then voila, you see FOL just shoot right up, because that's exactly the value of the rich antioxidant of FOL and what it does. How powerful is that, ladies and gentlemen? So again, those are the kind of things that we talk about. The highest quality of lignans are the Norwegian, spruce trees. This is not just any tree. It's a specific breed that we are taking. Here we go again. Our icons have been updated for about 10 drops containing, in the lignin concentration. We've always had it. Again, we're constantly about evolving, right? And keeping original and keeping things beautiful and modern and up to date. And as you can see, you can see all of these really, really cool icons that our team has done. And then of course, when it comes to having, combating oxidative stress, again, updating a lot of our material, a lot of our graphics. Again, this computer is just, okay, there we go. So boost your health, combat oxidative stress. As you can see, these are a lot of those fruits that are very, very rich in that antioxidant level. Of course, nutrition plays a huge role in your health. By the way, 80% of your health is all about food. 20% is about exercise and all that. And then of course, when I say 80% is food, that also means supplementation. And in today's society, based on the oxidative stress, if you're not supplementing, you are missing something, okay? So again, for years, lignans have been serving our diets and food. And of course, our bodies are just deprived of lignans because our nutrients have gone down. It doesn't matter what country you live in. Imports, scans, that are happening on our foods is just changing. FOL and your future. So embracing wellness, a path to fulfilling a life, whether it's for your pets or your children, whether it's for that athlete, whether it's for that vegan diet, whether it's for, the more senior consumers, the baby boomers. This product is definitely changing the lifestyle today. So again, exercise is an instrumental part that you need to add into your program. By the way, I am actually going to do a weight loss challenge, and I'm going to be giving away some money. Yes, you heard me correctly. I'm going to be giving away money on a weight loss journey. Everyone has to weigh themselves, and we're going to do some before and after pictures, and we're going to do tons of FOL. We're going to do Divine. We're going to exercise. We're going to track our steps, all that kind of cool stuff. So that, stay tuned for July. I'm going to run a campaign, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing weight loss journey campaign that we're going to do. All right. So protecting your body from free radicals. Again, the bottle, I want to reiterate this. The bottle says use 5 drops. And again, that is for someone who's like 100 pounds, who's healthy. That was the testing that we originally did. But we're now saying, up your game, do 10 drops to 40 drops. I personally, depending on my body, depending on the activity, like on the weekend, I did a bunch of running around, and I did some gardening in the morning, early morning. I did lots of gardening, and I was extremely sore. So when I did all that gardening and lifting and weights, I literally took almost 50 to 70 drops just to kind of reduce down my inflammation and just to kind of, neutralize those aches and pains, as I call them. And then, of course, you have, the lignans that are in Fountain of Life versus flaxseed. So there's a lot of really great studies, the efficiency of Fountain of Life. We're talking about them. Then we are talking about enterolactone. And this is really what is happening in your body. All these little bubbles is what happens when you take FOL. How cool is that? I know that the science is a little bit slow on screen, but how cool are all of these really cool molecules? So when you're taking the Fountain of Life, your body is getting that plant lignin being processed in your body. And then when it enters our blood, it's converted to a powerful human antioxidant. And that, my friends, is called enterolactone. Now that David has been able to show you tons of studies. And those are the studies, David, that you talked about that are anti-cancer. And, you know, these are clinical and preclinical perspectives as well. So maybe you can talk to us a little bit about this type of science a little bit.
Well, I think people should really understand the power of enterolactone. Enterolactone is the result of taking in Fountain of Life. A plant lignin is converted to what they call a human lignin or mammalian lignin in our body called enterolactone. Sometimes other lignins are developed as enterodiol, but it eventually turns into enterolactone. And enterolactone is known to be anti-cancer and anti-metastatic, so it's very important. It also reduces oxidative stress in our body, which and that leads to other problems. We're talking about cardiovascular disease. We're talking about diabetes type 2, arthritis. All these things are related to oxidative stress. And if we can reduce that, the power of oxidative stress in our body and the impact of free radical activity, we can lower the discomfort, lower our chances of developing serious diseases of the heart, of and serious diseases like cancer. It is possible, and there has been studies to show that societies with a higher lignin diet have reduced significantly their chances of developing cancer and cardiovascular disease. So it is an important nutrient that we're lacking in our diets. And the reason we're lacking this nutrient is we're using more processed and engineered foods, and they've taken that out and they have not replaced it. They don't fortify our foods with lignans. What they're fortifying it with vitamins. But we still need this very important nutrient in our diet. That's where Fountain of Life comes into play. And this is why it's so important. Fountain of Life gives you the lignans that you do need. And as a result, because our bodies are starving for this, people notice it right away. And that's the shocking part about how many people have taken it. And within hours, they go, I feel different. I feel better. There are men that have prostate issues that they don't talk about. Men are not very good about talking about their own health issues, but they'll have prostate issues, and all of a sudden they're going, you know what? I feel like I'm a teenager again. It's because Fountain of Life impacts the formation of 5-alpha reductase, which causes DHTs, which causes a benign prostatic hyperplasia, which causes a urinary dysfunction in our bodies. And so, yes, it's very important, very important. There are women that are taking this and are discovering that they're adding, thickness back into their hair. Because women with a bit of testosterone as they're growing older develop DHT, which causes hair loss. It shrinks the follicles and causes hair loss. So it's very important. So, Fountain of Life represents hope. It represents, and and it's sort of funny. I was just, I shared something with Sanaz about this Dr. Isabella Wentz, and you'll see more from her. But she says, when you are healthy, you have 1,000 dreams. But when you are not healthy, you only have one, and that's to feel better. So if you take the right products, you will be able to go back to your dreams and create those dreams. So Fountain of Life is a step in the right direction.
1000%. David,
Right.
that quote really touched my heart in so many ways. Think about that. I want all of you to think about that quote. We're gonna put that quote out soon. But it says, a sick person only has one dream, And that is only to heal. A healthy person can have 1,000 dreams because all they do is they dream about all the things that they want. So give the gift of health. Now, I'm saying this now. Give the gift of health to someone, because Fountain of Life can truly, reverse a lot of adverse reactions that a lot of people are having to different medications or lifestyle or weight gain or being unhealthy. And give a gift of life to someone. They will thank you. And what's the worst case? Someone says no. So I want to talk about the benefits a little bit. The benefits of a dietary lignin: protects your heart health, reduces. By the way, all of these icons that you're seeing here, once you click learn more, now you have all the data. Now you have all the science. Now you have all the backup. How cool is that? So for those urchins, for those textbook worms that like to read and you like data, well, here you go. Voila. Now we've compiled it and we've kind of put it all together. And again, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, right? Stay original. We've been, creating a lot of really cool things for all of you. We've been creating these icons. Now we've been creating the data. David has done a great job of, again, putting this all together for all of you, protecting your DNA. And of course, our marketing team and graphics team, video team. I want to thank each and every single one of you for all of your hard work. Jada, who's been instrumental and behind this project. You're the best. Thank you so much. She's amazing. So again, protects your DNA, protects your prostate health, improves hair health, diabetes. I mean, this is huge. Diabetes is, David, we talked about this way back in the day. There is going to be a massive shortage in insulin. Sure enough, their diabetes medication are on back order. And this is in Canada. These are not even like third world countries. I cannot believe that medication is on back order, not available readily for people.
Yeah, I think we've got to take our cues now, though.
Yeah.
And what I mean is that if we're running short of medications, I'm watching it for years, like cough medicines, everything. Things that we're taking for granted as something that be well stocked in our pharmacies are no longer. And so for us to sit back and say, well, I got diabetes type 2, which is a lifestyle type of problem. Why are you waiting until there's no insulin? Like you're not, and I like the excuse of, well, I'm not on insulin yet. Why are you waiting for the opportunity to take insulin? That means that your pancreas is not working that effectively, that your insulin resistance is rising. And so when you take a product like Fountain of Life, it reduces the need for that. So you should be able to take charge of your own life. I think that's the one takeaway from this, if anything, is to take charge of your own health, your family's health. And it's easy to take. And why wait for us to go to the drugstore and find out, we're back ordered on something that is vital as insulin.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should wait.
I agree. And of course, lowering body weight. I am living proof of that. I've lost so much weight from the Fountain of Life. I think it's just become normal now for people because I've lost weight for so long now that, people don't be like, oh my God, he used to be so fat. But the reality of it is I've lost a ton of weight on this product. I am the healthiest I've been in a long time. My hair, my skin, my nails, my teeth, my everything, my gut health, honestly, between FOL, Divine, collagen, I'm the guinea pig of collagen. By the way, I gotta tell you guys, I tried our new vanilla and chocolate flavor collagen. So exciting. Maybe I'll take some to Ottawa with me for those of you who are going to be in Ottawa this weekend, and maybe you could try it. Just saying. Anyways, lower body weight, It's huge, huge, huge. And like I said, I am going to be doing a contest about healthy lifestyle, losing weight, shrinking some belly fat. And if you're in for the challenge, bring it on. Let me know. All right. So, and then of course, the benefits of, if I can get the screen to move, okay. The benefits of a lignin in our diet, immune system, fat metabolism, inflammation, decreases colon cancer, improving sleep, cleansing microbes, boosting energy, and of course, more and more science that is unlocking your global pathway to wellness with Fountain of Life. And my screen does not want to move because, oh, there we go. All right, so as you can see, we got some new graphics again. Our marketing team has done an amazing job. Unlock your global pathway to wellness with Fountain of Life. Again, these are the kind of things that we are doing in order to help you to promote your product. Oral consumption for adults, we've put it in there. We've talked about the woody taste of it. I think a lot of people don't know how to respond to the woody taste. Be proud of it. Manage expectations. By the way, if you don't tell people, sometimes, people taste it and they're like, oh, it's really bitter. I can't taste it. Oh, I can't take it. And I'm like, put some juice in it. Take it with some water. Drink some water. Oh, I can do that? Well, yeah. Oh, I was told that you could only take it straight. Well, no, there's ways to take it. So we have it. FOL can be taken straight. It can be taken with food. It can be put into your yogurt, water, juice, tea. Awaken your body, awaken your soul with this amazing extract that is like wood, but it tastes phenomenal. By the way, here's what I always tell my customers because it's so true. The more toxic you are, the more bitter it is. And the less toxic you are, the sweeter it becomes. How many of you have experienced that when you were taking it and it was bitter? And the more and more you took it, you were like, oh, it's sweeter. Oh, it's tasting like honey. How many of you felt that experience? I felt it. David knows. The first time I took it, I was like, I need, let's make it flavored. David, do you remember? Let's make it apple. Let's make it grape. Let's make it this. And
I liked it. You didn't like it, but I liked the green apple. I think Razor liked it too. I think two of us, but everyone else.
I liked it. You liked it. I was like,
no and some of it was awful, but I mean, I think there's only two people that really enjoyed the flavor, and that was Razor and myself. I believe it was Razor. I could be wrong, but I enjoyed it. But again, you acclimate to the taste. If you have expectations, set the expectations. Just tell them it's going to have some bitter notes to it. A lot of people drink beer. They'll hide it in beer. It works well. The only reason we're not recommending placing it in your beer is that we don't want people to drink beer and go to work. It doesn't seem to be congruent to a lifestyle. But again, you can ingest it that way.
Absolutely. Well, look, the thing is that what it does for you is so good. Oh my God, I'm just seeing all of the messages. I was so focused on my screen, I didn't see all the messages. So I'm just now catching up to some of the messages properly. So one of the things that's really, really important is everybody has a preference in taste. And I'm so happy, David, that we never took this product and added flavor to it. Because if we did, then we wouldn't be able to use it as a topical. We wouldn't be able to put it in our hair, on our skin, on our aches, on our pains. Like I said, yesterday, I did a lot of gardening. And I basically, the left side of my body was really, really sore. So I took a nice long shower. And then, of course, afterwards, I rubbed so much FOL into my back. And honestly, it just opened up my back and it felt great. So again, it's about knowing how to use your product. It's the same way, knowing how to eat your product. And Fountain of Life is a food source, so you could eat it, by the way. That's why we talk about FOL is something that you can eat. Again, depending on your weight, oops, sorry, because my screen keeps on going up and down. Depending on your weight, it's about how much you take it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My screen is all over the place. It's about how much you take it. And of course, when it comes to taking it during the morning or night or day, it does not matter. You just literally got to listen to your body. There are some people that like to take it during the day. Some people like to take it at night. Some people like to take it 3 times a day. They like to take it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Honestly, you are the best person to make a decision of what it does for you. Some people say that when they take it, they sleep extremely well. Oh, you know what? Then take it at night when you're going to go to sleep. For me, I like to take it in the morning. I like to take it during the afternoon again. And I always like to take a, full pump of it before I go to bed too. I'm just reading now finally some of the comments, and people are saying many people are loving it. It fixes their migraines, having headaches, rubbing it on their temple. I love the taste of it. Oh yeah, and I take it AM or PM. Beautiful. And again, that just shows you now the ways that you could use the Fountain of Life is wound, gum, skin health, joints, hemorrhoid relief, for hair. Do you guys love the icons and the designs that we've done?
Yeah.
And of course, pet usage as well. And many of you got your furry little friends that are just like family. Like I have Walnut. Walnut is 13. She is fully on an FOL diet. And yesterday I actually had her somewhere and I took her. She was in her stroller and they're like, "Oh, how old is your puppy?" And I'm like, "My puppy's 13. She's like, "Oh my God, how come my dog looks so old and your dog looks so fabulous?" I'm like, I give her a product called FOL. And you know what? You can just keep your pet looking healthy. All right. So as you scroll down, do you guys love this? This is the new graphic and it's about trimethylene glycol. David, do you remember how much I used to practice how to say trimethylene glycol? Now it just rolls off my tongue.
Very good. Well, you get used to the Latin meanings and after time.
I know.
Yeah.
Now I'm a pro
It's
in all
never
the
easy.
technology.
You always have to practice. Even I had to practice all these. So,
If I
you
tell
can-
you guys how many times I practiced trimethylene glycol, I'm like, David, what? David, what? David, what does it mean? And you know what? Now I'm like, trimethylene glycol. So
You're
many
excellent.
of you. Thank you, David. So it's an excipient in the Fountain of Life. It is pure. It is, I want to clarify this. I want to verbally tell you myself. It is derived from corn for food, for beverage products, and is a carrier for flavors and extracts. It is not gasoline. Sometimes people go and Google it and they come up with weird stuff and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get cancer for taking this product." No, you won't, because we will never put that product. Talk about oxymoron when it comes to, being contradictory, right, David? So we just wanted to make sure we put this slide here for all of you so that you know what's in your product.
There are different sources for trimethylene glycol, but we're using the one that's derived from corn. And there's a Winkler study from 1940, and they've had people, take excerpts of it, and they said, trimethylene glycol is dangerous and deadly. And they're not referring to the study. They're trying to trip me up, but they don't realize I've read that study already, and I explained it to them. Quite frankly, what this study was all about, that it was a gasoline extract, that petroleum extract, that of course you wouldn't use that. And I said, the study is from 1940. And I said, I've already read it and I've archived it, but they did not respond. Again, it was not a member. It was just a person outside, and they wanted to see exactly how we respond. But of course, we're not going to use anything apart from, you know, a GRS type of a product generally regarded as safe, and one that meets the food codex, you know, limits that we have to adhere to as a nutritional product.
That's it.
Simple as that. So we have this trimethylene glycol is an incredible product, and we're using it within Fountain of Life as our excipient. So you know, be
Well,
happy with
David, you wrote it here for us, and thank you for doing that. There is a mark. Do you guys see this in green, by the way? David clearly highlighted this so that you understand exactly what he just said. There is a marked difference between trimethylene glycol, safe, which is our product, and triethylene glycol, which is toxic. Did I pronounce it properly? I don't want to make any
Yes,
mistakes.
it is triethylene glycol, and problem is with Google, if you Google it, it will change that.
Yes.
It will change it from trimethylene to triethylene, and you might not recognize that. And all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, what are we doing? You know, they made an egregious error, but they don't realize that Google kindly has changed it over to what they want you to look at. So be aware.
All right. And so Fountain of Life is safety assured and wellness insurance. We are, of course, using our extraction facility, our, filling facility, Health Canada approved facility. It's not a print house filling your product. It's not, mama papa shop that's in their garage or kitchen changing pipettes. We are in a GMP factory. Everyone's in proper lab coats. Everyone is masked. Everyone's got hats and gloves, and everything is tied up. And once we do our tests, then of course, once we do our filling, everything is tested meticulously. We have specialty pipettes. These are food grade pipettes, by the way. These are not, bought off of Amazon. So there's a lot that goes into it. And so knowledge is very, very much power. You have to understand all of the really cool things. And then, of course, one of the big things that we are working on is our blog post. I am so excited for our blog post. So one of the really new articles that David is putting into practice for all of you is a lot of research on menopause. David, what was the stat that you shared with me? I know it was so good. I just can't remember it right now.
Which how many? There's over like how many million women are going to be affected by menopause?
Yeah. What was that? It was by 2025.
Yeah, I got it right here. I'll just look it up. Where's
ladies and gentlemen, if there is one niche market you want to hit and you want to focus on and you want to really, really do, OMG, pay attention to this. David.
Oh, here it is. 1.1 billion women around the world by 2025 will be in menopause.
Wow.
So men, look out.
Yeah, men run away unless they're on FOL, by the way, and then you could stay fabulous.
Men go by FOL and just arm yourselves with it. But the interesting stat is 73% of women do not address the symptoms of menopause and just accept it as part of their life cycle. Wow. So the hot flashes, the discomfort, the physiological changes, they just accept it. And during their first 5 years of menopause, women experience 20% loss of collagen.
Wow.
It's significant. And they don't have to.
No.
That's the thing. During a 5-year period of time, this is when they should be dosing up on collagen products. They should be taking lignans. They should be taking, antioxidants, all these things that would help them. But yet women are predisposed to just accepting. They're strong. Women can take a lot more pain and discomfort than any man in the world. And now I know that. I studied that at one point. And so they accept discomfort. They accept pain. And menopause, they accept as just part of their life. And they don't have to. So yes, you're right. If you ever want to have a target audience, there's 2 target audiences there. One is women going through menopause, but there's also men going through andropause.
That's it.
Don't, you know, and if you're ever on a flight and you watch after the seatbelt light goes off, you'll find half a dozen men run to the head.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, every one of those men, all those men will have a prostate issue. And they are all targets for FOL.
That's it.
So, and you can tell them right away because you do know them because they'll be up and down and it's because they can't void properly. They can't empty their bladders because they have benign prostatic hyperplasia. And FOL is impactful on that. So as a lifestyle, absolutely is something that you can introduce them to. You don't have to say, I notice you go to the head a lot. You could just say, got an incredible product for benign prostatic hyperplasia. And they would appreciate it.
Well, we're actually, just so everyone knows, one of the things that I'm gonna do is, I know some of you want to really focus on the menopause. So we're gonna start incorporating, menopause and health and wellness seminars where people can do them either on Zoom, on Facebook, and they can share the information and the data that's on there. And last but not least, we are sharing testimonials. We have never shared them. So we have gone to our Fountain of Life official. We've taken, a lot of text. We put into testimonials. As you all scroll, you'll be able to see tons and tons. Your customers can now scan QR codes and be able to see testimonials. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited about this incredible new page that is launching for each and every single one of you. We're going to be updating some stuff for the blog, but we did not want to wait any longer. We wanted to put it out there for all of you. Be patient with us as we are running the updates on our pages. Some stuff will be updated. Some stuff will be, more further enhanced. But at least now you have new content, new design, and new material. So stay tuned for more to come, more updates. We are constantly looking to make your website better. We are constantly, evolving our material to help you and give you more content and material. And of course, trying to inspire you to push, push, push. So with that, to the billion, I hope you've all enjoyed this. If you're in Ottawa, I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you. And I'll pass it over to our super host to close the call. David, thank you so much. I hope you've all enjoyed tonight's training call and you're inspired by it.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Nance.
Thanks,
Have
Dan.
a nice evening, everyone.
Absolutely. This was an absolutely fantastic rollout. I can't wait to send this out to everyone, especially the chiropractors. And we have two questions. One from Wayne Tope. The question is, I see that www.fol.one page works, but when I type in my personal page, I get a 401 error. So that's something to look at. And Angela Yo. Can FOL address osteoporosis with menopause?
It's not to reverse osteoporosis is when the actual cells change. During menopause, women's bones I think they go from osteoblast to osteoclast. I think that's what I might have it backwards. It's all apologies, but the bone structure changes during menopause and it becomes more brittle, but it will not, unfortunately, change it back. Okay, it will address any oxidative stress issues. It will address many other things, but unfortunately, it's not going to change osteoporosis. At least at this time as I speak, it's just that I have not seen a study that would change that. And if it does, I look forward to seeing that.
Good answer. Thank you. And from IFRA, can a child under the age of 12 take Divine?
From what I know, it was designed for adults at this stage. I have to take a look at it and talk to the developers. I'm sorry, I don't know the recommendations. The reason that, when we say can a child take it, there's a lot of times it's parental discretion. Number two, we got to understand, the dosages that they're applying to a child, and why are they applying it to a child at that point? I really do question, more children should have a balanced diet than any other time of their life. Adults have terrible diets because of our lifestyles, but children shouldn't have a real need for vitamins,
Yeah.
that mice, because their glutathione levels will be high. When you think about, and what they eat, it should be balanced at that point but again, I'll have to check. I'm really sorry. I don't have a definitive answer at this stage. We'd have to find out exactly what they recommend. Okay.
And David, if
Yeah,
I could
I
just
don't-
kind of piggyback on that too, I think it also depends on the person. For example, like you said, glutathione is something that is not depleted in a child yet, at a younger age. As we age, that's when our glutathione starts to go down as well. So I would say maybe teens may need it, but we'll wait for David to get back to everyone on that.
Okay, that's great. And we have a guest. How do I take Divine? And I have just one bottle and I haven't started yet. So
Divine
that's
should always be taken with food, because it is a vitamin and supplement. Don't take it on an empty stomach. You could either take the 3 capsules together, which I do, or you could just take 1 capsule, one in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening time. We do recommend that it's better taken all 3. They are smaller, very slidey capsules, so very easy to take.
Mhm. That's great. Okay, well, that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you again for sharing your night with us. I know that both you and David, always have such long days, and it really is quite a privilege that you take the time to share all this with us. I'm had a paradigm shift today that my FOL is sweet, so I think my body is gone out of toxicity, which is fantastic. And
Amazing.
July, I'll be on your weight loss challenge. Absolutely.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. And, it's the policing. So, and with that, I want to thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening.
Have a good night, everyone. To the
Good night.
billion.